clutches will be dropped, and off they go, and both the ASM cars get away well at the front. This team, which is run out of France, who seem to have really got Formula 3 sewn up at the moment. Let's see what happens in this first hairpin, David. Here they all go, there's nudging.
Yes, Sutil hit by Vettel, I think. He goes wide, and there's one over the there's two in the middle of the road that have managed to get together, and they're going no further, and I reckon that one of those might be James Rossiter in the Signature Plus car. It is.
Bit of mounting going on here.
Exactly right. The staggered grid helping him, but he's already made the break. Sutil is second, Sebastian Vettel is third, and Paul de Resta is fourth there. The Scotsman ahead of Guido van der Garde, but Lewis Hamilton already escaped, hasn't he? Because there you're looking at the battle for second and third places. Sutil and Vettel nose to tail, indeed side by side as they come over the line, but at the end of lap one, Hamilton has gone.
Absolutely checked out, as they say in America. And look at Vettel, he's a hard-charging youngster, a teenager from Germany, who has the Red Bull backing, as you see, and last year won the Formula BMW Championship.
And Lewis Hamilton now with a 2-second cushion over Adrian Sutil in second place, then Sebastian Vettel, then de Resta, Van der Garde, from Pereira 6th, Lucas Di Grassi 7th, and Loic Duval in 8th place.
Yeah, Vettel and de Resta, of course, both rookie drivers, new to Formula 3 this year, and both obviously very bright, stellar new talents here.
And there is Greg Franchi going off and hitting the barrier. Well, the suspension is certainly broken. Whether that was the cause or the result of hitting the Armco, we need to have another look. Here we go again. Ah, that's the start of it. He has a car ahead that acts as a ramp, and that spears him off hard into the barrier. Now, meantime, Guido van der Garde now coming under increasing pressure from Loic Duval, who's also been pretty impressive this year. Duval has had, 3 second places, and a far better driver this year than last year. Sebastian Vettel there, possibly coming under a little bit more pressure now, or indeed, has he managed to get ahead? Yes, he has, of Adrian Sutil. So Sutil is fading because the car's dropped back. He's not only lost the place, Sebastian Vettel's gone ahead of him, but now also Adrian Sutil is coming under more and more pressure, and I reckon that Sutil has got a problem. The car comes across the line, and there, I'm afraid, is Hannes Neuhauser's car that is ground to a halt by the side of the road. Let's try and work out why. He goes up the inside here of Thomas Holzer, turns him around, Holzer spins, and Neuhauser stalls the engine whilst all that was going on.
Yes, indeed, no damage to the car there, and just a matter of stalling it. And without an onboard starter, of course, they can't restart the car. So he had a pretty hectic race, all ends in retirement. A DNF for him, another bit, and he's upside down.
That's Duval, that is Loic Duval, who's had an enormous accident there. Safety car is on track, he was behind Guido van der Garde. Here's the replay, wow!
Oh, big shunt.
And he is a very lucky man, Andrew Marriott.
Indeed, but look how well the rollover hoop worked. We are under a full course yellow after that huge accident we witnessed just before the break, David Addison.
And this is Adrian Sutil limping into retirement. Now, the car was fading just before we went to the safety car. A green flag, we're racing again. Hamilton, Vettel, then de Resta. The top three storm down to the hairpin. Lewis Hamilton had a big lead. That's been eroded under the safety car. He's got to do it all over again, and de Resta goes wide there. Franck Pereira has a sniff up the inside, but he can't really get through. And Hamilton already, look, after just one corner, is getting away.
In those restart situations, the guy in the lead really does have the advantage, but some furious racing going on behind.
This lap, though, is crucial, isn't it? Everybody is tight together. If you're going to gain places, you've got to do it now.
Yeah, absolutely right. Look at this, ducking and diving around. Almost 3 abreast.
We've had some fairly spectacular accidents in this race already. 3 wide. Look at this as they come across the line there. Guillaume Morrow, Marco Bononomi, Fabio Carboni in the black SLC going across the line. But up front, Lewis Hamilton leading, Sebastian Vettel second. There, third is Paul de Resta, and Lucas Di Grassi on the outside of the red and white car of Franck Pereira. Di Grassi, who had a win at Otterschleben, can't find a way through, and there's more mayhem at the hairpin, Andrew. Remember that Lewis Hamilton's had 7 wins out of the previous 10 races, and I just can't now see anybody beating him here. We've got 8 more laps to run as Guillaume Morrow here tries to make a run coming down to the hairpin, and somebody else goes off there.
So one of the Midland team cars, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Esteban Guerrieri, the Argentine, who was in the International Formula 3000 Championship last year, and Guerrieri goes off. Raced against Guido van der Garde in Formula Renault, but Guillaume Morrow here, look in the red, signature team car, desperately keen to try to gain a bit more ground. So we've got 7 more laps to run. Don't forget these races have a maximum timed duration of half an hour, and because we've had that safety car period, I reckon that sooner or later the race director is going to have to make the call to run this to the half hour. I don't think we're going to get all of these 7 laps in. What do you reckon?
I don't think we are, no. This is the perfect victory. Fastest lap, he's got the fastest lap, pole position, wins the race, start to finish. But there, the checkered flag, win number 8 for Lewis Hamilton here at the historic Norris Ring. And indeed, that will increase his position at the top of the table. He also gets a point for a pole position.
5 red lights will come on, and when those lights go out, we're going to be racing. Now, who makes the best start? It's Lewis Hamilton.
No,
disagree. Behind him.
Disagree. Sutil made a better start than Hamilton, but it hasn't done him any good.
And he's got Vettel looking for a way past him. Round the outside, and look also up into 3rd place. There's almost contact there because Frank Pereira diving up on the inside. And a very impressive start by Loic Duval. And that's Guido van der Garde airborne and into the Armco. Day done, isn't it, that? So it's Hamilton, Sutil, Pereira, then Loic Duval, then Lucas Di Grassi, Paul di Resta and Sebastian Vettel being elbowed down the order a little bit here in the Red Bull car. The 2 Manor teammates though, Di Resta and Di Grassi, coming over the line absolutely side by side here. Look at this, and Sebastian Vettel's going to try to join in and almost make it 3 wide as they come past the pits. Fantastic! Vettel's got past one, can he get past both of them? Yellow flags waving at the hairpin, no overtaking allowed therefore. Vettel splits the Manor Motorsport cars.
And meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton has done it again and just put quite a lot of air between him and his teammate.
He has this remarkable knack of doing that on the opening lap on cold tyres when everybody else is having to be a little bit more careful. Hamilton's able to push much harder, much earlier, and it always pays dividends for him. And Kohai Hirati here arriving far too late. Round he goes. And who's avoiding him? It's poor old Hannes Neuhauser. Manor for whom Lewis Hamilton drove last year. Learned a lot about the circuits and about Formula 3, putting it into practice this year. James Rossiter there, having a go to get past Paul di Resta, almost touching wheels as they come out of the corner. Rossiter, he's had a win, don't forget, already this year. He's on the outside line, going into the right-hander here. He can't get by there, and so Paul di Resta, less experienced in Formula 3 terms. He was in Formula Renault last year, Rossiter in British Formula 3, and was mighty impressive in that. Di Resta keeping Rossiter at bay for the moment.
And Di Resta, of course, the man who won the BRDC Autosport Award last year, and there's a pass by the young man, Rossiter.
Now this battle, look, Lucas Di Grassi just ahead of James Rossiter, the pair of them very, very close indeed. Lucas Di Grassi defending very vigorously as they make their way up the straight towards us. Ahead of them is Loic Duval, who had that big accident in the first race. Up front, meantime, Lewis Hamilton still leading from Adrian Sutil, who, rather surprisingly, Andrew, retired from that first race. It was electrical problems, I think.
Yes, it was confirmed as electrical problems. Very, very rare with these engines. They do have some quite trick electronics on them, but normally they're very stable, so not sure what happened there. Incidentally, Adrian Sutil just put in their fastest lap. Very short laps around here, just a smidgen over 49 seconds. So Sutil just closing up a little bit on Lewis Hamilton. But we're still seeing this Morrow battle here.
Out go the pit boards. Attila Avroy in the wheel track for Bio Morrow now, making their way down towards the hairpin. He goes to the outside here. That's not really the place to try, but he's going to have a go anyway. Hard onto the brakes, they come to the corner. Puff of tar smoke from Morrow's car, and they're very almost clipping the back of him. You can see Attila Avroy getting so close to the gearbox.
Yeah, this is a good scrap here for the minor placings.
Is it going to change? It does. The Mercedes engine car of Avroy goes through ahead of the Opel-powered car of Bio Morrow. Lewis Hamilton then going through almost 3 seconds clear of Adrian Sutil.
Yeah, he's banged a couple of quick ones in, David. The gap was about 2.2. He's got it back to 2.8. That's comfortable. Yeah, there is a separate Rookie of the Year award in this championship. And at the moment, that's certainly heading Vettel's way after the problems that Paul di Resta had earlier in the season.
Checkered flag is going to be at the ready, and Lewis Hamilton wins for the 9th time this season. He's chased home by his teammate there, Adrian Sutil, and a long way back for 3rd. He's going to be Frank Pereira. Sebastian Vettel is going to come home for 4th, and 5th should be Loic Duval. To round out the top 6, Lucas Di Grassi just ahead there of James Rossiter. with Paul di Resta coming home in 8th place. It's Lewis Hamilton now with 108 points to the 65 of Adrian Sutil in the championship. James Rossiter only 3 points ahead of Lucas Di Grassi and Loic Duval, equal 4th. From Pereira 6th, then Sebastian Vettel.